Imagine this happens while you're standing still. And no warning, no countdown, no explosion in the sky. One moment, Earth is spinning like it has for billions of years. The next, everything stops. Not slows down, not gradually, just stops. And in that instant, the ground beneath your feet betrays you. You, the air around you, the oceans, and every city on Earth were moving eastward at incredible speed. When the planet's rotation suddenly ends, nothing on the surface stops with it. The land freezes in place, but everything on it keeps going. At the equator, Earth spins at about 1,670 kilometers per hour, faster than a jet aircraft. That speed is invisible to us only because we move with the planet. The moment rotation stops, that illusion disappears. People are thrown violently eastward. Cars, buildings, trees, entire cities are ripped from their foundations. Skyscrapers collapse like paper. Mountainsides shear apart. Anything not anchored to bedrock becomes a weapon. The air itself doesn't stop either. Earth's atmosphere continues racing around the planet, creating winds faster than any hurricane ever recorded. These winds don't just destroy, they sandblast. Debris fills the sky, turning the atmosphere into a global storm of lethal force. Survival on the surface becomes nearly impossible within minutes. Then come the oceans. Water, carrying the same momentum, surges across continents. Massive tsunamis hundreds of meters high slam into coastlines, swallowing cities whole. Entire regions vanish beneath moving walls of water. Coastlines are erased. Maps become meaningless. As the initial chaos settles, a slower but permanent transformation begins. Without rotation, Earth's oceans no longer bulge around the equator. Gravity pulls water toward the poles. Over time, vast polar oceans form, while equatorial regions dry out into lifeless wastelands. But the violence doesn't end there. Day and night cease to exist as we know them. Earth no longer spins beneath the sun. One side of the planet bakes under relentless daylight for 6 straight months. Temperatures soar beyond what most life can endure. On the opposite side, darkness lasts just as long. Heat escapes into space. Temperatures plunge far below freezing. Between these extremes lies only a narrow twilight zone, a thin strip where survival might be possible. Weather systems collapse. Winds no longer circulate normally. Rain stops falling in many regions. Clouds stagnate. Deserts spread. Ice locks the dark side in permanent winter. Ecosystems fail one by one as plants can no longer rely on sunlight, cycles, and animals lose the environments they evolved to survive in. And above all this, another invisible shield begins to fade. Earth's magnetic field, generated deep within the planet, relies partly on its rotation. As that motion ends, the magnetic field weakens over time. Without it, solar radiation and cosmic rays bombard the planet. The atmosphere begins to erode. Radiation levels rise. The surface becomes even more hostile to life. Human civilization doesn't stand a chance. Power grids fail instantly. Communication systems collapse. Transportation becomes impossible. Agriculture disappears as seasons vanish and temperatures swing to deadly extremes. Most humans perish quickly in the initial destruction. Those who survive retreat underground or into heavily shielded environments, but even these refuges are temporary. Resources run out. Systems fail. The planet no longer supports us. What remains is a world that looks familiar, but is fundamentally broken. Earth hasn't exploded. It hasn't left its orbit. It simply stopped moving. And that was enough. Earth's spin is something we never feel, never hear, and never think about, yet it silently shapes every moment of our lives. It gives us day and night. It drives winds and oceans. It protects us from radiation. It keeps the planet alive by staying in motion. This thought experiment reveals something unsettling. Life on Earth doesn't depend on strength or size. It depends on balance, on movement, on systems working perfectly together, every second, without interruption. The next time the sun rises and the world feels calm, remember this: our planet survives not because it stands still, but because it never does. If this scenario changed the way you see Earth, stay curious. Watch till the end, share your thoughts in the comments, and tell us which what-if scenario you want explored next. Like the video if it made you think, subscribe for more mind-bending science stories, and join the conversation because the universe is full of questions, and together, we explore the answers.